morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner again on the Monday, the 22nd of April. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. It was a pretty sunny Easter actually in the end down in Cornwall. I'm actually still down in Cornwall. It's still sun's still shining. How about you, Paul? How was
Yeah,
your Easter?
sun's still shining here too. I got my chocolate Easter egg too.
I think we had too much chocolate. Anyway, too much chocolate has sent the gold price flying. It did briefly overnight in China go through 3,500, which actually was our sort of target for the gold price, which everyone thought we were mad setting, but it's where it's got to. Drifted back slightly now, trading as we speak at 34.71. Paul, any comment on that?
Only to say that by all appearances, it's because the Chinese are selling down the U.S. dollar in a rather significant way, and the weaker dollar essentially is a contrast to a higher gold price with inflationary cost pressures. So gold definitely feeling the benefit of this.
I mean, the one that isn't, I mean, there is obviously a lot of that going on. The Chinese are buying a lot of gold. We're seeing their gold reserves go up. But we are also, I think, seeing, a little bit of the end of the dollar. Where do you put your money? Commodities and other commodities are going to run. Copper was quite a good market overnight. We know tungsten is performing pretty well at the moment. We'll come on to tungsten again later. We like silver a lot. Tin a lot. Silver should be catching up with gold because the disparity is so huge. Silver is definitely one that I would be buying at the moment. But we are almost certainly in a commodities sort of bull market at the moment because it is a safe place to put your money. It's a hard asset that will always be required. Anyway, let's move on to the news today. A couple of VSA clients talking to Tungsten. EQ Resources have appointed someone as a non-exec, but I mean, this guy is not just any old person. Take my word. If you couldn't have much more of a better tungsten experience than Mr. Craig Badshaw, could you, Paul?
That's right, and they have added him to the non-executive director board here, and he is past a managing director of HC Stark Tungsten Powders, which is the or one of the major world buyers of tungsten concentrates, specifically for the conversion into tungsten metal for the industrial. Infrastructure across the world, and he also was operator at the Nui Phao tungsten mine in Vietnam, so he knows end to end the production aspects around tungsten.
Yeah, he was as part of the Masan group, which is the biggest outside of China Vietnamese tungsten group. Absolutely huge. I mean, EQ Resources, though, it's just if you wanted to go through a tungsten, has it got this box? It ticks every box. Two operating mines in production in Australia and in Spain. Tungsten is required as a critical metal in the defense industry, and their share price is absurdly cheap. But they have one of the best management teams by far in the tungsten market. So yeah, we like EQ Resources. If you haven't gathered now, also some really good drilling results coming out of Chilwa Minerals in Malawi, hasn't there, Paul?
Yes, that's right. Chilwa ASX listed with a project called Emposa there, which is heavy minerals, very similar to the Kasaya project that Rio Tinto and Sovereign Metals are otherwise in development here. These drilling results for Chilwa, otherwise, what's really impressive here is the numbers behind the grade on so many of these holes. This is a flat-lying mineralization, and we're looking at 4 to 6 meters in quite a good number of holes, running better than 12% total heavy minerals. The grade is just really great here in these sonic drill holes. They completed, as of this announcement, 194 drill holes for a total of 1,711 meters at Imposa. Again, being sonic holes, they're very shallow, which means the mineralization right close to surface, if not at surface. And just more and better is the way this is playing out.
Yeah, it's looking like a very successful project. Okay, anything else you want to talk about, Paul?
Yes, we got to talk about this M&A activity around going on now. One of the big stories here that came out over the weekend was the announcement that Lumina Gold was to be taken over by Singapore-based CMOC Group in a deal valued at $1.27 Canadian per Lumina share, and that works out to US five or Canadian, $581 million, fully diluted. It's a premium of 71% on the 20-day VWAP number for Lumina, just demonstrating how cheap uh, junior mine or non-producing juniors with reserves otherwise are in the marketplace at this point with these kind of running gold prices. And the prize that CMOC is after is their Cangrejos porphyry gold deposit in Ecuador. It's at PFS stage, and it contains 20 million ounces of gold and 2.5 million pounds of copper. And to remember that reserve and resource statement was calculated at US $1,600 an ounce, so on less than 50% of the current gold price. Definitely, it's cheap ounces that CMOC is after at this point.
Yeah, we've mentioned this before on the podcast. The disconnect between gold equities and the actual gold price has just never been bigger. Gold equities, nearly all of them are sort of half price. You can buy one, get one free, which is why you will see more M&A or take privates in the gold space. It's worth mentioning another client of ours where we raised money at 7p a few months ago. They're now trading at just over 14p, Panthera Resources. Why is it so? It's up 80% year to date, up 100% since we did the placing. Clearly, the value of that gold mine in India, where the litigation case is going through the roof because it's a massive potential gold mine, and with the gold price where it is, it's worth even more. We still think there's plenty of upside on that, although it's trading at 14.25 this morning. We have a target price of 40p, so still plenty to go for. All right, Paul, any final one from you?
And another one in the merger and acquisition numbers out today was the evidence or the news release that there is a bid out there of $5 billion for ERG, Eurasian Resources, the Kazakhstan integrated metal producer. Not a small deal either at $5 billion.
Well, no, it's not a small deal. 5 billion, is it? Yeah, I mean, not much comment on that other than the fact, yeah, we do think there will be more and more M&A in the sector. All right, let's call it a day there for now, Paul. And obviously, we will be back tomorrow morning. Thanks.
Very good. See you then.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.